Donna J. Donnan presents Ask Donna, a weekly podcast on a plethora of topics and tips. Donna's podcast is split into 4 distinct sub-podcasts. The first week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Bloggers podcast on such topics as overcoming bullies and bullying, tips on entrepreneurship, and protecting oneself from scams and scammers. The second week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Coach podcast. A bit of this, a bit of that from her monthly Did You Know diary. The third week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Homemaker podcast. Tips on everyday hints to help you take advantage of natural remedies and solutions. And the fourth week of the month is where Donna's podcast is all about a product review and a book review. Sit back and enjoy.
Hey there, I am Donna J. Jodhan, your host for the November Week 2 podcast of Ask Donna. I hope that everybody is having a grand old time. November is always a very interesting month. It is filled with all kinds of things to do and expectations and commitments and hopes and dreams and all kinds of things. But you know what? Nothing wrong with that, right? So I'd like to start again by thanking all of you for having dropped by to listen to my podcast. And it is week 2, and we are going to be concentrating on Ask the Sight Loss Coach. Now, if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, or feedback, please do not hesitate to send it to me at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. Again, askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. And I'd like to thank my friend Victor Guvia for his continued support, and my dear little brother Mike Chiucello for continuing to produce my podcasts for me. And he's always there to give his advice. Good friend, good associate, good everything. Thank you, Mike. Okay, so for this week we are going to be into Ask the Sight Loss Coach. All right. I have taken my tips for this week from the diary that I produce every month. It is called A Bit of This and a Bit of That from Donna's Did You Know diary. Okay, a bit of this and a bit of that from Donna's Did You Know diary. Okay, here is the first tip about keeping your passport up to date. When you travel overseas, make sure that your passport is valid for at least the next 6 months. For if it is not, it is likely that you will be denied entry into where you are going. Okay. Or you would simply be refused the ability to travel. 2, when staying at a hotel, if you wish to have room service clean your room, then here are some tips. First, put the sign outside of your door saying that you require cleaning services. Next, if you want to have clean, fresh towels placed in your bathroom, then take your old, dirty towels and place them on the floor of your bathroom. Okay? All right, number 3. Here is a tip on how colds start. Very important for this time of the year. Believe it or not, they begin in your nose and then they start to travel along other parts of your body. So most colds start in your nose. Number 4, about caring for orchids. Maybe at this time of the year you're not too keen on learning about caring for orchids. I have orchids in my window all year round, so I thought I'd share this tip with you. They should be placed in a sunny spot in your home, and the windowsill is a great place for them. Water them once weekly, and you can use ice cubes. Put about 3 ice cubes in the pot of your orchid once weekly. This would do the trick. Do not over-water them. Warming food, this is number 5, in your microwave versus your toaster oven. In the microwave, when you warm it, food tends to soften. In your toaster oven, food tends to get hard. Number 6. What exactly is a de-influencer? Here's what I learned. A de-influencer is the opposite of an influencer. Whereas an influencer encourages us to do things, a de-influencer does the opposite. Number 7. If you need to ensure that yours is a self-test for COVID, please ensure that you use the probe provided in your kit to stick it far enough up your nostril. I don't like using the word stick, but to insert it far enough up your nostril. Because if you don't, your COVID test will not be authentic. And here are some benefits to eating pears. This is number 8. They contain vitamin C, and they are filled with fiber. What is this about? When is the best time to take a vaccination? This is number 9. Make sure that you are not sleep deprived. At least 6 hours of sleep before you take your vaccination. Do not take a vaccination after coming off a night shift. Number 10. If you are looking for a laptop with a CD-ROM, they are becoming more and more difficult to find. You will now need to use an external CD-ROM drive. Why is this? Because manufacturers are now building laptops with more USB ports and card reader ports. Okay? They're building them with more USB ports and SD card ports. However, the good old desktop computer still comes with an external CD-ROM drive. And now here are some questions that I'm going to share with you that were sent to me over the last month by people from around the world, and I chose 3 at random. How to identify when an email is a hacking one. There are 2 main telltale hints here. First, it is not written in proper English grammar. And secondly, there are so many spelling errors in this email. So, English grammar is almost zero, and the spelling errors are maximum. The second question that I received from someone was, how do you communicate with masks on? Very, very difficult. You have to pay more attention to what is being said to you, and in turn, you have to make the extra effort to make sure that the person you're communicating with understands what you're saying. Because when you wear a mask, it blocks out what you're saying and what you're hearing as well. Taking pictures with iPhones, that was another question someone asked. And I think for a blind person, as I am, I find it very, very difficult. In fact, I don't even attempt it. I think, it is left up to the sighted person to do this. Because I have difficulty in straightening out my iPhone and knowing where to focus, all kinds of things like that. Okay? All right. If you want to send your thoughts, your suggestions, your comments, or your feedback, please send them to me at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. That is askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. This is it for me for this week, folks. The second week of November. Ask the Sight Loss Coach. I wish everyone a great rest of the day, a great rest of the week, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Take care and stay safe.
That's it for this week. Donna hopes that you enjoyed her podcast today. She thanks you for having taken the time to tune in and looks forward to being with you next week. Send your thoughts and feedback to Donna at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com.